What do you think today's leadership can learn from Chris Hani's leadership?
I think above all else, we can learn not just the leadership, but all of us, I think, from Chris Hani's refusal to put his personal, particularly financial interests above those of the movement of which he was a leader. At the time, it was relatively normal, although I think even so he was exceptional. But unfortunately today, it seems to become almost impossible to find a leader who isn't trying to improve his or her standard of living, either legally or, in the worst cases, illegally. And I think that's something we have to get back to, the tradition of serving the people, serving the revolutionary movement, and never putting yourself first.
Okay, and thank you for that. What do you think today's youth could learn from his leadership today?
They could learn that there are more important things than having a good career and a good income and a good life. Although the problems we face have changed since Chris Hani was involved in the struggle, we still have huge problems facing the majority of people: poverty, unemployment, inequality, inadequate schools, ill-equipped hospitals, an inadequate public transport system. All these are things which young people ought to be taking up and campaigning about. Many are, of course, but not in the same sort of committed way that the Chris Hani generation were. While, of course, we may never see another Chris Hani exactly, we can still learn and try to emulate his example as well as possible.
Okay, and what do you think South Africans can do to celebrate Hani's life going forward?
Well, in two ways. First of all, directly to attend the various meetings and wreath-laying ceremonies and other things which are taking place around the country. But I think more important, to try to live their lives in line with his, following his example, and getting more involved in public service, in ways in which we can improve the lives of our fellow South Africans.
Okay, with regards to South African workers, what do you think Hani would think of the situation going on today with South African workers in general and how they're treated in the workplace?